I'm live. I'm live. I'm live. Let me get cozy. Let me get cozy. Goose. I don't want that on my leg. I love you a whole bunch of stuff. Ugh, let me put this on my pillow. Hi. 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 How is everybody? How is everybody? Hi, 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 hi. Just trying to see something. I should probably grab my glasses. I'm good. I'm good. How are you? Hi. Come to back. What's up? What are we talking about today? I just needed a fix. I needed a break from like what it is I'm working on, and I just needed a fix. And something told me to come yap with you guys. Good morning. For us, it's afternoon though. So good afternoon. I'll tell you something super funny. I was talking to a client earlier. Hi, you at the beach? You at the beach? You at the beach? I was talking to a client earlier, and quite a few funny things. She was making me laugh. Okay, and she's like, and remember that time that Kaden said this, or remember that time that Kai did that? And I was like, holy shit! Like, she knows like every one of my animals' names, every one of my kids' names. Like, I was dying laughing, and it's like, I'm so blessed to like have all you guys love me and know me, and it just goes to show like, how happy I am when I'm gonna put you over here, like how thankful I am, and to me, it's like you guys are not just like my followers. Like it's not like that to me. You know what I mean? So it's pretty amazing. And I knew when I started this business how I was, and not knowing how it was gonna go, but I knew to be myself, and that was another lesson, okay, for me today, because I kept redoing and redoing something that has to do with my work, and I was trying to be like super professional when it comes. I was trying to be super professional when it comes to XYZ or whatnot, right? And I was in the middle of something. And I was like, oh my God, I got the goosebumps. I'm like, oh, guys, like, what am I doing? Like, what am I doing? Like, I can be professional, but I still got to remember to be me. And for a minute, I'm like, wow, like, I can't believe, like, I forgot to be me for a minute. You know what I mean? Because I know that particular thing had to be done very professionally. But at the same time, I am who I am. You know what I mean? So that was a little bit of a wake up call for me. You know what I mean? Um, but I think that's one of the hardest things I'm going to struggle with this new adventure, because I truly have to remember who I am through all this, because that's how you guys relate to me. And I knew I wanted some type of business from home where, like where my kids are, where my heart is, it's my home. So I'm glad I made the decisions I made, and they were hard decisions, guys. Okay, there's nothing about moving forward that's easy, and if it is easy for you, congratulations. But I hope you're really looking at the bigger picture, because to me, I would just think it would be a struggle, because things just aren't that easy to get to where you need to be to really be who you are. Like I think. I mean, at least that's what I think. Like, I can't imagine like somebody. I've never met anybody that I've come across and they've just been like, life's so easy for them. And you know what I mean? Like, no matter if you got a silver spoon handed to you or not, everybody has their indoor issues and behind closed doors. You know what I mean? So like, I'm gonna assume I can assume that one. That it's not easy to get to different points of your life. But just with this, like I was saying, with this new endeavor, it was like, wow, like now I got to combine business with my personality. Well, talking and doing all that is one thing, but what I was working on today, after doing it like 3 or 4 times and presenting it and then realizing where I was. You know what I mean? Like, whoa, Court, like people really relate to you for who you are and how you present yourself. So don't do it any other way. So I knew it was going to take a little while for this venture to all come together because, well, I thought it was going to be easier said than done. I'll tell you that. All right. I really thought because of what I do, it was going to be easy. But this is not an easy process for me. It's one of those things where it doesn't have to be perfection, but effort needs to be put into it, and there's no room for error, you know? So, anywho, but the lady I was talking to, she was like, she's a teacher actually, and she was making me laugh because whenever she's on break or something, and the kids come back into the classroom, they're all like, "What are you doing?" Blah 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 blah. You know, she's like, they're all like, "What were you listening to court?" And like all her students from New York, because she's from New York, and she works at a Catholic school. Yeah, go figure. Okay, um, and I'm not saying it like that. I mean, I grew up Catholic, all right, but all her students know who I am. You know, like, oh, you must be talking to court. You must be, I'm sure she's dying to go back and tell everybody, like, her students, like, I actually talked to court, you know. And she's funny because I have other clients like this where I don't even read the cards, you know what I mean? Like, it's just a straight up exchange of energy. And, it's like talking to her, how I always say, I motivate you, you motivate me, you should motivate other people, yada, yada. And it's the reality of it because even though we give advice and we're both Italian, so we cut each other off left and right, you know? But that's the beauty of it. And not, it was a 2-hour thing when it was supposed to be 45 minutes. What was the whole point of that? I just got sidetracked. See, brilliant people get sidetracked. But oh, the whole client thing, how sometimes we just talk or whatnot and how I motivate. But she says things that she said to me that even helped me in my new endeavor and clarify things for me. So that's why I'm saying, like, it's crazy how you connect with people. You know what I mean? Like, I do this from the bottom of my heart because I'm passionate about it, and it's not like, oh my god, they need me, they need me. No, I just know I have a gift for this, and it's again, it's what I'm passionate about, and so here I am. Here I am. Hi, you caught me live. Team Cancer for the win. She was dying laughing. She must watch all my videos too, because she's like, remember that one time, you forgot you were a Cancer? Because sometimes I get lost in my feeds, you know what I mean? And I think it was Zodiac I'm on sometimes. Not sometimes, it happens to me actually a lot of times, and I just don't say it out loud, because I'm in the moment. And she's just like, I really love how you read each Zodiac, and we're talking about a lot of things, because there are certain readers that don't, will say certain stuff about certain people, or like don't they like other signs more than others. And to me, I had to explain to her because she knew her chart so well. But I need you guys to remember, and that's one thing I don't ever stress to you guys. Like, Scorpios are known as stalkers, or I don't do that to you. I know certain people do, but I won't do that to you guys because regardless of how well you know your chat, some people know their chat so well that it can actually distract them or put them in a mindset where I'm not going to be able to survive this month, or you know what I mean? So that's why that one time at band camp, so that's why I say stuff. I don't say stuff like that because to me, regardless of where your chat is, you still got to work with the energy. Okay. The one thing that I think is great about the chart is, you know when certain big aspects of your life will be affected or what, like stuff like that. But like when I read my zodiacs, I certainly don't think of certain characteristics like that because in all reality, you have so many different zodiacs in you and signs that you can play a different part of that character at all times. So the beauty for me is really the energy. You know what I mean? So that's why another reason why I read how I read. So, just don't, because she kept mentioning a couple times, like, well, I know I'm like this because of this, but it's now programmed into her head even more. And it's like, don't do that to yourselves, you know? It's great that you know your charts, but you should really work with energy. Energy. What does that picture remind you guys of? Last night, right? On my feed, the follow-up. I just looked at it and I just realized that how that guy was like, whatever he was saying, the whole yada yada thing. Oh my god, freaking retro, right? Did you guys see my Instagram post? I was freaking dying laughing. Um, I got hit up again this morning by somebody, and this is how he came at me. Okay, he's watching. Sorry, I'm calling you out. What's poppin', stranger? Okay, you know what I mean? And it's like even the exes, like everybody's coming out of the woodworks, and I'm like, where are you guys all coming from? But I'm such a friendly person, like I get it, you know what I mean? But like kind of exhausting sometimes, to be honest with you. And it's not that I don't want those particular people back in my life. It's just they're not part of my priority right now, or you know what I mean? Like to me, like I love my friends, and I try to remain friends with people and try to look at the best in situations. But I also know what energy brings. Okay. I know it reminds me of when I got one of those things, LOL, what's poppin'? Somebody was telling me there's a tarot reader because I was on the phone with that lady. She's like, there's a tarot reader that says that. And I got it at the same time. You know what I mean? I was like, that's weird. But I will tell you, they are tests. I was just going to say, I will tell you, there's a reason why people come back into your life. So just be courteous, go with the flow. Like, obviously, I know with this other guy, the one I posted on Instagram, obviously, I know it's not going nowhere, guys. All right, been there, done that, tried it. It didn't work 2 years ago, not going to work now. But I gave him the benefit of the doubt, okay? And I guess I spoke, too soon or whatnot, but there is a reason why they're coming back. And some of it is a test, and then others, they're really meant to stay in your life, to impact your life in a certain way. So, hold on, I gotta tell her I'm doing a video. She wants to call me. I'll do it in a minute. They're meant to make it some kind of impact in your life. So, if you like the person and they're still sweet, they're just not for you. I guess try to be a friend. I mean, if you have time and you're not leading them in the wrong direction, try to be a friend. Because there really truly is a reason why everyone pops back into everyone's life. But with me, it's like all at once, like bombarded. Like even high school people I haven't talked to forever. And I will tell you, a lot of you guys are starting to hit me up on Facebook. I won't accept a friendship through you guys through Facebook because my personal stuff's on there, like my personal life, my family contacts. You know what I mean? I love you guys a whole bunches, but you guys already know so much about my life, my friends and other people. I still gotta remain. That stuff, some of that's gotta remain. Whatever. There was just something that went down with a girlfriend. Give me 2 minutes, guys. I can't pause you. Hi. What up? Did she choose an impatient place? Did she make a choice there? Sorry, guys. Sorry. I can't pause live. One of my friends made a decision to go inpatient, so that wasn't her. It was just all of us are kind of getting together and talking. Hi. I forget what we were talking about though. I was talking about the whole Facebook thing. I'll do Instagram with you guys though, okay? I'll do Instagram. My friend's doing good. I don't want to get in that energy right now. Thank you though. You just saw what? A finger? Did that say finger? I should have grabbed my glasses. But I was just laughing. So just remember, it's not me being like, oh, look at all these people bopping back into my life. That's not. I'm giving you examples because it's going to happen to you, and I want you to be aware of why. Try to figure out why and what their motive is. Some of them, yeah, they just want to hit you up, or you know what I mean. Like they're feeling lonely, so they're hitting you up. Or there's always different scenarios for different things. Okay, makes sense, right? But try to figure it out. Obviously, some of them are going to try to hit you up, get a piece of whatever. All right, male or female, but you'll be able to figure that out. All right. How do you find me on Instagram? It is Courtney's _ page 555. So it's COURTNEYS _ PAGE 555. And somebody actually told me I can change. Oh, I don't do that money thing. Anywho, someone told me I can change my Instagram name, so it's that. It's the only thing I could. You want to know why I did that? Because I linked my Facebook with the page thing. Because you can't get into the private one, but you can get into my page. But I can't stay on top of both. And you guys seem to definitely do more Instagram, so I figured I'd stick to Instagram. But I was trying to correlate it with the page on my Facebook because you can have like a little page story thing now. But so I got to go in and change that. And I know everyone's trying to teach me about the hashtags and all that stuff, so my name gets out there and yada yada. But I'll figure it out as I go. I got lots going on, guys. I'm gonna be super super busy, even with this new endeavor. It just makes me even busier. It doesn't give me time to sit on my ass and live life, because I'm gonna have the capability of doing that. It's not gonna be like that. I still am gonna work with you guys and still keep my clients and seminars, and I'm telling you, like, I'm gonna be super super busy. But the whole point of that is when you get like that, and I tell myself that because it's a little intimidating, but I know I can do it. All right. But it's going to take some time for me to figure out from here on out for probably a few weeks. And when it goes up, it's going to take me a little time to figure out how to balance out everything. Okay. Especially the first couple months on how to balance my time appropriately. But even if say you're a female and you got females hitting you up too, like old friends, figure it out, please. That's what I was saying. It's not me being like, I said that. Like me, because I feel like when I put stuff like out there, it made me think for a second, like, and then I mentioned this one, and then, who does she think she's all that? It's not that, guys. Look at the bigger picture, okay? And why those people are popping back around. I mean, obviously, I know what that one's about, and I know what the other one was about, and I don't need to feed into those ones. But there is going to be certain ones that come back around, like one in particular, that I do have to feed a little energy into. Okay, because sometimes the scenario, and you kind of have to help. Okay, so I really, really want you to be aware of that. Hi, Angel. I don't want to get into your energy right now, and no disrespect, honey, but if you want to touch base with me, and I know we have before, okay, but for me with you, it really is, you just want someone to tell you what to do. And I'm telling you, you have to get out of that energy yourself. I'm not going to be able to talk you out of that energy, okay? What you need right now is, it is compassion, but compassion's not going to cut it where you're at. You have to see the bigger picture, sweetie pie. We've talked about this plenty of times. Yeah, you're definitely hanging with the right crowd right here, okay? But you still have to make your own decisions, sweetie, okay? That goes for everybody. I mean it, everybody. When you're at your lowest like that, and you're remaining in your lowest, and you feel like it's a give up point, nobody can talk you out of that. I really wish there was somebody that could, okay? It's yourself on whether or not you want to change and go in a certain direction. That's the reality of certain things. If only I could look at it differently, but I really I have a hard time looking at that differently because of what I do for work. Definitely requires strength, okay? Definitely being a piece of one, it takes a long time. And yeah, people do need help and people do need people to guide other people, and I get that. But where you're at, okay, it's different because it's where I know where you're at, okay? Um, ooh, I don't know if I should have. I have to call that back to make sure that's not a hospital because I just do. And I got the goosebumps, so I know I have to call that back. Hold on, guys. I'm going to walk away if I have to. Super sorry. This is all of a sudden it just hit again. Okay, it's not. It's crazy how shit just comes back around real quick, though. But I'm definitely sending positive thoughts your way, Ange, for sure. But I definitely know where you're at, and knowing I know where you're at, you have to make those decisions. We can't choose for you which guy is better, or do I leave my home and not live with my mom since your mom likes to control you? You know what I mean? Like, things will get better in due time, all right? But you have to this decision is on you, sweetie. No, it just is. Okay? But I don't know, maybe if somebody on this page, on this channel, if you guys want to connect, if somebody wants to put the energy into that, that would be really sweet. But I need to make sure that you're protecting your energy at the same time, okay? Because some things you got to be able to approach that one the right way. I don't want to talk about it, but we love you, Angel. You really have to make this decision yourself. You really, really do. And I've been telling you this for months, months, with the right steps, sweetie. And you if you want, you can email me, and I will attempt to explain it to you one more time, sweetie. But we love you, and we're thinking about you, and we're sending you lots and lots of positive vibes, Angel. Okay. So, what's next on the agenda? What's next? I kind of feel like I can't even see you guys. Not like I can see you anyway. Not like I can see you anyway. Love is next, right? Love. Oh, thank you, Jamie, because now you just stirred me in another direction. I was just telling somebody, I get that I work with twin flames, and I get I heal souls and hearts, okay? But and you guys look at me as in like somebody who works with helping you with other lovers or scenarios. But I need you guys to recognize that love is love. Love connection is a connection, whether it's a parent, whether it's a child, whether it's a lover or not. Okay. Love is the most powerful force on this universe. Okay. I work with love in all aspects. So you should really start looking at my reads from different aspects too, so it can help you in different ways. Don't just look at it as reference to a lover. Okay. because love is love and it's powerful. It's not just about intimacy with somebody. I really hope you guys can really start understanding that. But I am going to show you how to get out of certain stuff. Work related for you? Yeah, absolutely. It's kind of it should relate or resonate to what it is that's going on in your life, but where you're kind of struggling most. And I understand I'm a twin flame, okay, reader, but I will tell you, same sex, not same sex, love is love. The soul doesn't know gender or doesn't know intimacy. It's not like that, okay? So you really can relate it to different aspects. I resonate to my shit all the time, and it's usually always a best friend or family. I mean, I get the random pop-ins. I mean, that's all the time, all right. But and I understand people change. That's why I gave one of them the benefit of the doubt, okay, because he really was a great guy. But for a long time, when I dated him for a couple months, it was, what kind of car do you want? To me, it's very unattractive to me. I'm not a trophy, and it's just it's not about money to me. And it's been a couple years, so I gave him the benefit of the doubt, and still the same person. He's got a heart of gold. He just doesn't know how to. He needs to learn how to take a different approach. Okay, but I don't have time to keep teaching old dog new tricks. Like I don't like. I shouldn't have to teach a man how to present themselves to a grown ass woman. I just don't. I don't have it in me. I just don't have it in me. Dating's tough these days, guys. It really is. It's not like I don't need it to be old school and traditional, but like, where's the effing common sense? You know, I find myself dating either the same age or older men, and more beneficial for me. I went the younger route, and it's not the same. Truly, truly isn't. Aw, Angel, from the bottom of my heart, I love you so much, so so much. And in all reality, when I started talking, I'm only gonna say this once. When I started talking to you real quick, I was also in a different kind of agitated energy for a minute with what's going on with my friends. Not that I wasn't given the right advice, but I was being a little hard. But sometimes it's necessary, and I truly, truly love you. And if you need to get a hold of me, I will truly try to break it down to you again. I promise. Okay, but enough of that. And but you are very welcome. How can I say releasing old habits? You can absolutely release old habits, and what that is conditioning. Okay, um, and that's I don't have the time for that in this video. Okay, that's gonna have part of my new endeavor too. So that's what I'm saying. Like, things are starting to move pretty fast. The energy is really fast right now for me and a lot of people. Okay, and I'd love to answer these questions, but within 2 weeks, you guys are gonna have. I'm gonna be able to express a lot of stuff. I need stuff to be copywritten first. Okay, it's really important because people are gonna really, really jump on what it is I'm doing and try to steal it. Okay, but I'm gonna discuss all that. All right. There's hundreds and thousands of people out there that work in spirituality in different aspects, but I'm telling you, where I'm about to go, no one's done this yet. Okay, and obviously, I was meant to do that. All right, so it's just I got no problem on how to get you guys out of conditioning, but it's just not an easy. I'd be talking for 20 minutes, and that's just the fundamentals, So, but it is conditioning old habits, and it's just looking at something differently can make a big difference, a big world of difference. I know I'm super excited myself. I really, really, really am. I know I should have waited a little longer to tell you guys because it's like the end. I can feel you guys is like not so much impatient, but like the like the I can feel the drive behind you guys. Like I want to talk about it. Blah 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 blah. I can talk about the vortex. I know Aries is in it right now. And that vortex sucks. Okay, I've been there. Sometimes you don't even realize you're in a vortex until you get spit out, and even then you're like, where was I? You know, but like it it can be very beneficial. Okay. I know once you come out of a vortex, it takes months and months and months for you to regain your own energy. But the whole point of that, I think, and I'm not positive, but the whole point of my thoughts on it, my whole point of that would be the whole point they do that is because there's just stuff in your life that's not changing, and there's just stuff in your life that needs to be acknowledged. And sometimes you gotta hit freaking rock bottom to figure shit out. Okay. Um, that's really it. You know, it's no fun, but I think if you put it to good use, um, you can change your life around. But I don't know the whole scientific answer to that. You know, I talk a lot sometimes, and I impress myself sometimes with certain stuff I say or when I have a certain conversation. You know, Aries is the one that's in the midst of it right now. We all take turns all the time, and you don't even realize it all the time. All right, I was in a vortex for months because I wasn't picking up on it. They weren't ready to spit me out. I was in it for a long time. Um, and I want to say, with the prediction I saw last night with me, I don't know if it was me or one of my clients I worked with today. Um, but when I was laying in bed and I shut my eyes, I saw a funnel, and the first thing I thought of was a vortex. So, I mean, I have Aries in my chart. I can be in a vortex right now and not even know it. I mean, I very well may be to get more downloads, and it's not being in a vortex is not a bad thing, you know. But I don't know enough about it to talk about it. But what I was saying is I blow my mind sometimes when I have conversations with people, and I'm like, "Wow, Chloe, where did that come from?" And they're like, "Oh my god, like that makes so much sense. I never looked at it that way." Or and it's like I blow people's minds too, left and right, and I'm like, "Holy shit!" You're born with this stuff, and I think to myself, "How am I capable of doing this? Or how am I capable of healing hearts and souls and all this other stuff?" And then you're born with it. You're programmed with it, and yeah, but everybody's programmed with that kind of stuff. It's fighting out of the conditioning. I dreamed I saw people with bad people in the hallway. That might be a sign too. You got to interpret that, or it's saying maybe you got a faulty people, or maybe people are peeping on you, or it's saying something. It might not even say there's bad people in your hallway, or it could be protecting you. You know, for not even your hallway, it could be a different hallway that you walk down, but what you saw is the hallway. So don't just focus on the peephole. Okay, look, you got to really look at other aspects. All right, you got to expand the brain. And I'm not trying to scare you, but I want you to be aware of things like that. You wonder if that's what a vortex looks like. Oh, you mean it like that? No, I think that's a different message for you because that's like they want you to look at something like look at something through a magnifying glass or something. They want you to really look at. They're trying to tell you something. Correlate that with your other dreams. Hey, hey. But I don't know what a vortex will look like. In one of my cards here, there's a vortex in it. But what I saw was like a tornado looking thing, and I know it wasn't telling me to tell somebody to watch out for a tornado, no matter what their weather was like. It wasn't a warning like that. It was like a straight up like a funnel. Okay, this one right here. All right, and all vortexes look different, I think. Well, I don't, in all reality, I don't even know, do we even know what a vortex looks like? You know, but when I see this, I instantly think of a vortex, and that's being sucked into something without really knowing it. You know what I mean? To me, a vortex is just a gateway. You know what I mean? But to me, I picture that being the vortex. All right. But like I said, in all reality, to me, It's a gateway, and I see gateways all the time in clouds, okay? And they come in all different shapes, I'll tell you that. And I know exactly what they are because I'm familiar with those, and I actually know a gatekeeper, as nuts as that may sound to you. All right, but there needs to be protectors for every gateway. All right, just like when people pass away, they say they see X, Y, and Z. Well, that's because they're standing at the gateway. Okay. There's a shit ton of different gateways. Hello. Yep. You have pictures? Oh, I have pictures. I take pictures like that all the time too. They're pretty freaking cool looking. Somebody said something that I wanted to address. They asked if I was okay. I am okay. Tony, I am okay. Do I look not okay? Do I look not okay? Your sister Nicole just had a baby boy. Oh, Auntie Angel, Auntie Angel, Auntie Angel. That's awesome. That may put a little pep into your energy. How exciting. Congratulations. I mean, I can't really talk about the whole vortex thing like that because I don't, I'm assuming it's a gateway and there's a reason why you're in them and I have my beliefs and you have your beliefs, but I'm not that knowledgeable on them. Kai Kai, I hear you. Kai Kai. You're passing through pivotal points. I get that, but you can get stuck in them too. You're not just passing through. You're a gatekeeper. Well, maybe the where you protect in your vortex, you pass through, but these vortex I think I'm talking about and other people are talking about is you're in them for a little while. You don't just go in for a little while and come back out. You know what I mean? To me, that's not what I consider a vortex. But apparently, I mean, it is energy. Like if that's your vortex and that's what you protect, then that's how yours is. But to me, I don't picture it like that because I know I've been stuck in them for a couple months. You know what I mean? So it's pretty crazy how you can be here on Earth and but really know like it's like astro projecting. It's all that stuff. That's what I'm saying. Like it's so crazy how you can just walk around in your body, but your body, your soul, your brain can be completely somewhere else, and you don't even know it. Well, some of you might, but majority of you do not. It took me a lot to learn. I mean, I would think there's a whole bunch of different type of vortexes because every gate is different. It's a different void, you know. And is a vortex? Maybe. That's what I'm saying. Like I don't know for sure. There's no book on this stuff, guys. There's not, you know. And I don't know, like how I speak. If I don't know what I'm saying, I don't talk about it. But from what I know and what I picture, or how I speak, it's not me speaking out my ass and just running my mouth. I mean, for every word that comes out of my mouth, it's a guided word. Okay, and I know to you, some of you, that's like crazy, like, oh, what are you, a puppet or blah blah blah. It's not like that. Because I've seen tarot readers where, oh, the guides are saying this or the guides are saying that, and there's nothing wrong with that. Absolutely not. But or like if they tell me I'm wrong or blah blah blah. I mean, that's great. But to me, when you're gonna do the cards, and I gotta be careful here because I talk to mediums and things all the time, and you get messages through your guides just like I do, but in different ways. But I saw a reader once where it literally reminded me of a puppet, and it's like, why are you here? Like, who are you? Did you forget who you were? Because you're saying word from word what your guides want you to say, and to me, it's like I don't know. I really feel like that person somewhere down the road really forgot who they were and they were being manipulated and I think controlled. But I mean, And they don't have to necessarily be working with the doc. I know with me, and I'm very fortunate because people can go the doc route, guys, and the doc and the light fought over me for a very long time. And the light won, okay? But you still need the doc here and there. But the beauty of it is, can the doc could have made me money and all these things a lot quicker and raised my subscribers by hundreds of thousands? Yep, they have that ability because they can. They're powerful, okay? But look at it this way. Once you have millions of dollars and all that and you're working with a doc, what do you get at the end of the day in a couple of years? Like, all your money is going to be gone. Why? Because you were working with a doc. You were working with it for the wrong reasons. And I would have rather been where I'm at now, and I struggled to get to where I need to be, and now I'm light, and like the battle's kind of over. And yeah, did I work super hard to get to where I'm at? Yeah, but in the long run, my life is going to be substantial, and I can be thankful for it and appreciate it. And was it a lot more of a struggle? Yep, but it was done the right way, and I'm very appreciative for that because it's part of my choice too. And it was a hard choice because a good year ago, there was times where I was like, oh, maybe I do want to be doc because I was thinking about my kids and financials and how their father was and just certain stuff. But they knew I wasn't quite ready to make that decision. So please be real careful when you want to barter with the universe, okay? Because there is a consequence for everything when you barter with the universe. But in the end, the right decision was made, and I'm very thankful for it. How's your bird doing? He's good. He's yapping up a storm in there right now. I was just thinking about going getting him, but I gotta make some phone calls because of uh, a sudden tower moment. See, towers don't have to be. Towers to me can sometimes be drastic. Yeah, this isn't too drastic. The right things being done, right decisions are being made, but now we're back in the midst of the chaos because, like, whoa, how do we go from this to this? Well, that happens. But a tower to me is a shift of energy for someone in particular, and it's just it's a sudden change. So I do have to deal with that in a minute, but he is yapping up the freaking storm in there. Oh, there's always consequences. The dock is your ex, fast funny ego. Well, that's a different kind of dock. Up there, there's the dock and the light, and there's voids everywhere, and there's this stuff. And the dock and the light have been battling for centuries and centuries and centuries and centuries, and they all want a piece of court. They all want a piece of somebody. Whoever's in tune with the universe, they all fight for a piece. I don't blame them. Maybe they didn't choose to be Doc and they had to be Doc the next time around. I don't know how it freaking works, okay? I just know. I just know that they always battle up there. The Doc and the Light always battle, all right? Certain ones win with certain people, and because certain people need to go in certain directions so they can feel thankful or gratitude. Kettle, don't you dare. You get down right this second. Um, so, Kai Kai, I hear you, baby. Um, That's why I always stress you need to work with the dark and the light. And some people don't believe in that. Some people are like, oh no, only the light. Well, it's the yin and the yang, guys. How do you find your balance? If everything was always happy go lucky and light, then we'd all be sitting pretty. It's just not realistic. You know what I mean? Thanks. I think that's one thing that makes me authentic too. Let me see if little Kai Kai wants to join the crowd for a second because he is really a yapping. Yapping, yapping, yapping. Yep, he wants to be part of the crew. He wants to be part of the crew. Say hi to everybody. Say hi to everybody. Want to sit on me? No, you don't want to. took me a long time to get to where I'm at, and I think that's why I was emotional yesterday too, guys, because sometimes it can be thrown away like that because love is the most powerful force on this earth, so it's real easy to get caught up, okay? So it's not really me being like, "Oh, don't go in that direction." It's just if you're gonna, just be smart about it. Kessel, don't you dare even think about it again. Um, so just be smart about it because Kessel, because love can switch someone's energy in less than a happy. And I know the expressions in a happy, but I'm like, I know how it works. So to me, it's like less of a happy, that's how quick, all right, it can take over. All right. Can you flip? Can you flip? I know you weren't so comfortable right there. How about you sit right there with mama? Huh? Is that better? Um, anything else? I got time for like maybe like one more topic and then I gotta go. And then I gotta go. Um, but if anybody is knowledgeable on anything that I spoke about where I was like, I'm not quite sure, but this is what I think, I would love to know your opinion. Because everybody's entitled to their opinions and their own thoughts, and if that's how it works for certain people, then that's how it works for certain people. Because I don't know, I'm not a gatekeeper, I'm not. That's just what I think. And I do know whatever comes out of my mouth is meant to come out of my mouth. Not because I'm a puppet, it's because this is what I chose to do. And I know the things that come out of my mouth are for a very good reason. Want to say hi to Angel? Say hi, Kai. Say hi to Angel. Say hi, Angel. Say hi. No, have a kiss. Oh, thank you. Okay, have another kiss. No. Um, no, I'm definitely not a gatekeeper. And it can't be easy being a gatekeeper because people like this live on our earth, guys. And it's gonna sound nuts to some people, but I don't mind sharing here and stuff here and there. But they live in the 3D, but they're still protecting their universe. You know what I mean? But they're here to protect the universe here in the 3D too, to do what they can physically do, but yet still go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Like that's what I'm saying. Like we're programmed. And I know that sounds nuts, but we're programmed. And once you find your way out of that, your whole world opens up. You know what I mean? It really truly does. I really feel like we're all freaking walking zombies, to be honest with you, with the knowledge we have, but because of conditioning. But that's a lesson for us and ourselves to find that spirituality, to find what makes us happy. That's our goal. And when we reach that goal, I'm telling you, if it's done the right way, you can be unstoppable. I am interested about more learning about like vortexes and the whole matrix and stuff like that. But every time I go to that stuff, they shut me down here and there. That what they want me to know right now is what they're letting me stay on. And I figured it out. So majority of the time, I just stop looking or start trying to learn because I don't have time to get distracted. This new adventure is going to keep me going plenty, and then stuff on top of that, and coming up with the next one and the next one, and there's no stopping. There's no time to stop once you figure out your passion and you want to express. You just go. I just got the goosebumps. I'm like, you just go. The whole quantum physics thing. I'm just kind of like, it's so fascinating, but I wasn't put here to be a physicist or a scientist or I'm more of like probably more of like a physicist, someone who works for energy. That's a physicist, right? I used to love science.
but they just blocked me from everything I'm thinking right now. See how that works? See how that works? Oh my god, oh, a physicist. What is it? I don't even freaking know. I love animals. I don't know what I'd do without them. And I don't know if I ever told you the story about Max, one of my cats. I'd already had a couple other cats. I really like Sphinx. Okay, I love Sphinx cats. Yes, I have hairless cats. Have had them. But my daughter, she knows how much I love animals, and one of the neighbors was getting rid of their cats because they couldn't deal with it and they couldn't afford to get it fixed or whatnot. And I guess my daughter, this was 2 years ago, I've had him for 2 years, has said to the neighbor and was like, or the neighbor, her friend or whatnot, my mom would take him. And me, if he even got to tell me, okay? Next thing you know, I got this mom knocking on my door with the cat in the cat carrier. And I'm like, hi. I didn't even know this lady. I never even met her. I'm just like, hi. Like, she's like, here you go. Here's paperwork. And I was like, what freak are you talking about? And I told her, I'm like, look at, I'm like, I'm really sorry. I'm like, I can't take another cat. Like, I don't want to be known as a damn cat lady. Like, I don't need another cat. Like two is plenty. And she's like, oh, I completely understand. Da 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 da. Like, not even 5 minutes later, I'm like, well, is that cat gonna have a good home? Who? I got the goosebumps. Like, who's gonna take the cat? Like, is it gonna go to MSPCA and get put down? Like, oh my god! And I'm like Mia. She's like, yeah. I'm like, what? I'm like, what number is she? And then I went and got Max. She's like, you sure? And I'm like, well, yeah, I'm obviously sure now. I don't even know what's gonna happen to the damn cat. Give me the damn cat. You know. And it's funny because last year I had a mouse running around in my apartment and I found out she was pregnant. So under the mouse, when I went to go grab her, I couldn't understand why I could grab her because it was in my closet. I saw it one night, so I tracked it down. And the mouse had babies, and I was like, oh shit. So I instantly left the mom mouse, mind you, it's just a random mouse in my condo. Okay, I went to the pet store and got a cage, and I put bedding in there, and I put the mouse and the babies in there in the cage, and then I brought it to the pet store. I'm like, I don't know what to do with them. And I'm like, well, we can't take them. Like, I'm like, not even for like feeders or whatnot. Like, I couldn't let them die. And they're like, well, no, like, we don't know like health issues and their environment. So I get it, So I literally dropped them off at the MSPCA and they're like, we don't take mice. And I was like, you got to be freaking kidding me. And I was telling the lady the story. I'm like, I have these mice. I don't know what to do with mice. I got 3 cats. I'm going to give them a heart attack. And the lady took them from me. But that's what I'm saying. Like, that's how I am with animals. Like, I rescue my animals, my dogs. You know what I mean? I always go to kill shelters. I get them from there. I just have a thing with animals, guys. Like, I'll bring in a bird. You know how many birds? You want to hear an effing freaking story? I brought birds into the house before when I grew up in Lawrence, right? My dad, if he was ever watching this, he'd be dying laughing right now. He knows the story. Um, So they wouldn't let me keep the bird. And I was like, oh, it has no home. And I was crying or whatever, right? So me and my friend Katie were walking down the street, growing up in Lawrence, okay? And we found a bird. You know what kind of bird it was I brought home and I tried to heal? A pigeon, okay? So I put it in a box, a pigeon in a box, right? And I kept it in my closet for like a week, feeding it like all different things or whatever. You didn't have Google then. I just fed it what I thought it needed to be fed. And it mended itself back. I don't know how, but by the time they found it, they're like, "How long have you had this freaking pigeon?" They brought me to the doctors to make sure I didn't catch like some type of like disease from the pigeon because I put it in the bed with me every night. I'm not gonna lie to you, a pigeon, okay? And I explained how long I had it and that what I was feeding it and that it couldn't fly, that I thought it had a hurt wing because I took an ace bandage and I wrapped it around the pigeon for a few days, you know what I mean? So it couldn't use its wing. And by the time they found it and we let it go, they're like, because my dad's like, well, you got one option. But, he gave me the options because that's how he is. And I was like, all right, well, let's see if it flies away. And it flew away like nothing. Okay. So I'm like, so that was my first experience. Like, I always grew up with animals because my whole family like animal lovers, you know. Not as much as me, I don't think, but that was my very first pet. Was a pigeon that I hid in my closet. Growing up in Lauren, do you imagine the germs? But hey, I was okay. Oh my god! I think I actually fed it like a peanut butter sandwich one day. I was younger. Here's another funny story. I was younger, and me and my friend Katie, she lived down the street, and it had to do with a peanut butter sandwich. This is why I was thinking about it. And we didn't like what my dad was making us for lunch. It was like a peanut butter sandwich or whatnot, right? And I was having a bad week, or I don't know. So me and my friend Katie decided to run away. All right, we weren't allowed to leave the block. We grew up in Lawrence, and we're like, all right, we came with this big plan. We grabbed all our coins to get stop at the corner store, you know. So we're walking, we packed our bags. We were like, yeah, we're gonna show them. I don't know, we had to have been like 10. I don't even know what we're thinking, right? And we're walking and walking. We must have walked, we thought we walked forever. All right. Come to find out we're like 4 blocks away. It was just the route we took. But we got to this store and we got tired and we started getting a little concerned because now we're going into a different part of the city. And we went to the store owner and we're like, where are we at? What's the address? And he told us the address, and then he said Methuen, and we were like, oh, we're in Methuen, like, which is the next city over. In all reality, it was 2 blocks away, guys. But we were so young that we were so scared shitless that we were in another city that I instantly called my dad and was like, this is where I'm at. You got to come get us. Oh, got in so much trouble. And all because I didn't want to eat lunch. That's how stubborn I was. That's when my scorp kicked in. You know what I mean? Like you literally ran away because you didn't like what was for lunch. Mm-hmm. I grew up in that family though. What was on the table, you ate it, and if you didn't like it, too effing bad, you sat there. Okay, and I think that's why, me as a ma, I used to make all different like courses for my kids, and everyone would be like, "Why do you do that?" Blah blah blah. Because of how I grew up, and I was like, and I told my parents from day one, the minute I can talk, I'm never gonna do this to my kids, and I sure as F didn't, and I gave them multiple options. So now it's a little tough, you know, when I cook certain things. Well, I want this and I want this, so I try to combine everyone's favorite, and I don't really ask as much as I used to. You know, I just make dinner now, you know. But that's how stubborn I was, and I used to hide my food. I used to feed my dogs, so my family figured that out, that I was feeding the dogs or hiding in napkins or whatever the case may be. And I used to hide it in plants, like under the rugs. One day, the whole house was infested with like fruit flies or something, or maggots, and my family couldn't figure it out. So they started looking at things. I used to hide my food under the rug as kids. All right. So I think we went away to Minnesota, and my nana was cleaning the house and the drawers and stuff, and found maggots everywhere. My grandmother, my nana, that can't stand this, freaked out by animals, came across a shit ton of maggots, okay, because of this one, because I didn't like what we used to eat. I remember one of the worst things were like, I think it was called like chipped beef on toast or something, some kind of meat and gravy on toast. I was like, what is this? Like, you're not. I used to cry at the dinner table, guys, cry. And my parents were just like, for years, they were so stern. There was no way out of that. I mean, my dad was in the Navy. No. Shit on a shingle. Yes, he used to call it that. Shit on a shingle. Finally, as I got older, they were like, then just don't eat. I was like, fine. It didn't last long. But I was stubborn. I'm still picky to this day. Like, you bring me to a restaurant, people will laugh at me. They'll chuckle. Like, my friends just chuckle now. But I have it down to a T where it's not inconvenient. You know what I mean? Because I'll be like, I don't want X, Y, Z, or I want it done this way. And my ex-husband used to get so frustrated with me. It's like, no, we're going out to dinner. I should be able to have it my way and cooked my way. If I'm saying it the right way and telling you how I want it ordered versus, well, does it have this, but I don't want that? Does it have that? Nah. If you present it the right way, okay, and you tell them exactly how you want it and it's not complicated, then your server should be able to handle that, okay? And if anybody else has a problem with it, I don't know what to freaking tell you. All right? My friends just laugh now. You should hear me when I order my drinks. They're always like, that chick knows her liquor. And I'm gonna take this but I'm gonna sub it with I don't want the Grand Marnier. I'm gonna sub it with this, and then I want to splash a lemonade. And you know, I'm like a little perfectionist in some ways, in like food ways, because I'm a foodie. Not when it comes to anything in my house. Organization is not my thing. And you know how I used to get in trouble? I was one of those kids where my mom was like, clean your room, and I would stack things to the top of my closet. Do I have any of you guys on here? I'm guessing I do. All right, where you couldn't even open the closet door and shit would just fall out everywhere. I'm not the only one that used to do that when I used to clean my room. Because I got to the point my parents wouldn't even say, is your room clean? They'd be like, is your closet clean? How's your closet? I'm going to open your closet door. It came to the point where they got so frustrated with me, they took the door off my closet. Okay? I'm telling you, I was that one where if I could get away with it, I tried. I really did. All right. And now to this day, now I hate excuses. But I was that kid where I was like, yeah, yeah, I found my way out of, I wiggled my way out of everything. But it didn't get me far. You know, I cannot believe for the longest time that I forgot that my first pet was a pigeon. I'm going to have to call my dad after and remind him that I just told everybody that story. Freaking shit on shingles. Who the frick eats that shit? That's a acquired taste. You know what my mom used to make too? And she used to love them? I mean, they like seafood. But she used to get these frozen things in clamshells, okay? And bake them in the oven. And I remember she would take out, like, and the best part of the whole meal was she would take out the freaking lemon-shaped lemon juice container and she would sprinkle the lemon juice on it and say, this will help. No, you just gave me something frozen out of a freaking shell. Like, you want me to eat that? Freaking horrified. And it was funny because growing up, I mean, I don't know, I'd have to say we were definitely like middle class. I always thought to myself, like, why aren't we eating better? You know what I mean? But I'm talking like cube steaks. We used to call them cube steaks. And so when we would eat something else, I'd be like, what is this? And they'd be like, steak. And I was like, well, this is way better than the cube steak. And they're like, yeah, well, obviously, but steak's more expensive. Well, the bird just shit on me. Oh my God, I'm just full of so much luck lately now, aren't I? Are you for real right now? Um, I won't, it got me halfway. Um, what was I just saying? I just got shit on, so I got distracted. Oh yeah, cube steak. I won't skimp on food, man. I am not that person. I spend good money on food. I'm just not that person. But I love food. Well, good. How's everybody? I just got shit on again by my bird. He never does this. What? I'm ending a cycle for him to start a new one? You know how many people I was like, I really hope you get shit on today? Do you know how many people hit me up and they got shit on? Have a great day at the beach, honey. I'm leaving in a minute too. Muy bonita, mamacita. Kisses. I can't believe you just shit on me. And my pillow. Now I got it. Yeah, lucky I was just about to do laundry. Good luck, right? I guess. I guess. Yuck. Yuck is right. Yuck. It's just like warm pee, though. Just like warm pee. I'm used to that. Are you freaking kidding me? 4 babies, animals. That shit ain't nothing. I remember one time being pregnant and I peed in the bed, and my husband woke me up at the time, my husband, and he's like, I think you wet the bed. And I was like, did I? I remember waking up and telling myself I had to pee, but I think I was so tired that I just peed the bed. I don't know. I was like, I can justify it though because I was 8 months pregnant. You know what I mean? It's the only time I ever wet the bed. I was never a bedwetter. This is quite the talk. What do you see? Warm pee turns cold. Well, yeah, I woke him right up and he was like, you peed me. Like, you peed all over me. And I was sorry. Sorry. I don't know what to tell you. I'm pregnant and I'm going to justify it. And now I got to go watch that. But I seriously remember waking up and saying, go to the bathroom, Cor. And I seriously remember saying to myself, like, no, I'm just going to pee. That's how out of it I must have been. But I remember telling myself to get up and pee, but I didn't. That's all right. It's all right. I pissed on him. All right. He deserved it. But I do got to make these phone calls. I got lost in storytelling. Um, but I love you guys. All right. So I was going to try to wrap it up, but like, just be compassionate. Only give your energy to energy that people deserve your energy. Okay. When people come back around, try to figure it out. Not all of them are for the right reasons. Okay. But definitely try to figure it out, because if you dismiss it, you might have to repeat that again. Okay. I know it sounds crazy, but literally talk it out in your head and be like, most people would honestly be like, whatever, he just wants so and so, and dismiss it. You know what I mean? Block or whatever, just straight up dismiss it. But I'm telling you, it'd be real smart for you to really think out in your head, why is this person hitting me up? You know what I mean? Like, there's a reason. If you know the reason, then great. But as long, I really truly believe, like, if spirit knows that you're at least starting to consider things and wondering, you won't have to repeat that cycle. You know what I mean? It really is like that. It's just looking at things in a different perspective for your life to really push through and persevere. Okay. But more or less, I appreciate all of you guys and I love you guys. And I'm glad I can shoot the shit with you, because really I just wanted to come on and shoot the shit. I was missing you guys. Oh, the food thing, yeah. Well, yeah, I don't know if they could have afforded it or not. Maybe not, because I get it. Being an adult now, paying all the bills and a mortgage, and you know what they sacrifice for their children to live in a better town, and so I get it. So they probably skimped on the food. All right, but I don't skimp on food. I just don't. I can't. I like flavor. I don't know. Cube steaks just don't cut it for me. You know what's funny though? And I didn't buy it, and I probably should have, because now I've been craving it. Not craving it, but I thought about it. Remember in school eating those like Salisbury steaks or something with the gravy, and they give you a side of like mashed potatoes or something? I saw a frozen dinner walking down the aisle. I never go down that aisle unless I'm getting French fries or something. And I saw one, and I was like, oh, I'm kind of craving that. Like, I don't know if it's a craving or if it's more like nostalgia, but I remember them being good. All right. Thank you for just getting rid of that. I don't know what that was. But I remember those damn cubes, not the cube steaks, I think they're called Salisbury steaks. Let me just delete this person completely off my page. La Mama, can you get the person in front of you? Oh, Michelle, you just deleted his message. That Amore something. Want to just get him completely off my page, please? Because I'm not going to do that whole white premises shit. Thank you, though. Yeah, that's what they're called. I bet you these days, though, it would give us the shits if we ate one. But I might risk it. Because it's been on my mind for like 2 weeks now. Oh, Tony, you just retracted your message. I guess there was a reason for that because I was just in the process of reading it and I told myself, so I guess good call on your half. But I love you guys. I gotta go now. I gotta go take care of some things that wasn't expected to come in my way. But it's all good. We do what we gotta do. As long as you're putting your energy in the right place. And you know what's funny? I just pictured all of you guys like if I was like in a big seminar and you guys repeating like something I always say. As long as we're putting our energy in the right place. Courtney's cult. Don't worry, it's not culty. I love you guys so much. Have a great day. Maybe I'll be back later. I got energies for days. Energy for days. Maybe we'll do another read later. I'll do a read. Sometimes I like shooting the shit with you guys. Bless you. But I gotta go clean my arm. I mean, it's not on there, but I feel dirty. All right. But I mean, how much dirtier can I get? I slept with a effing pigeon. Okay. So there's that. All right. Literally slept with them. So I love you guys. Have a fantastic day. I'll probably be back later. All right. Thanks for yapping with me and sharing smiles and sharing love. I love you guys. I love you too. Bye, guys. You too. Thank you, Dwayne. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, monitors. Thank you, friends. See you later, Gators. Bye. Say bye, Kai. Kai, say bye. Kai, say bye. I guess not. I love you guys. Bye. I'm trying.